All right, Coach, it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. At their own 23-yard line.
Good sec. 180! Launch 49! In your face. You go tight. You
first down. Jefferson. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one down the line of scrimmage.
Well, that one will get them halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
133.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
For a Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Watch the curl, watch the curl. Real. Joker. Check it out.
They'll run on first down. Jefferson. And we'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive lineman? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter shift your defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
Check 24.
On 2nd down, Jefferson. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. They'll have a first down past the 40. And some space here. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 75 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kicks away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. That last drive was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
What really helps that in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. And when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. A first down throw from Mayfield. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Mayfield down. Catch that time by Landry. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. It's caught by OBJ. 20, 10, and they'll take it under the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, 55 yards, and the Browns have taken the lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big playability. They can strike from anywhere.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense maybe expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a pass passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, this could very well be open.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Good. 180. That's too little, cut. Slip. Hey, alert, 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 alert. 6-6, pull it high.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-7. How does the kickoff unit send this one away? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? This is like that mythological thing that we do. If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jackson. Bring it out deep for Smith. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, Jefferson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Getting the sense Charles are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Good. 180. Pistol. Watch the run. Watch out.
Mayfield on 1st down. It's caught. Beckham. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Ran the perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Ricky. Shoot! Ready!
Now a first carry for their fullback. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
21, Ravens 7.
Good. 180. Run. Watch safety. 61. Matchbox light. Done.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Here's Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game.
Hey, watch it. Check.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And 2nd down play, and that's a -4.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case. That play got bounded up.
Now it's Jackson. The open man is Smith. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage. So that shows some confidence. Supreme confidence. Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line.
Mike 10. You remember me? Let's go, baby. Here we go, Mike.
Now Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
It's 2nd down.
They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Jackson now. Catch is made by Marquise Brown.
I got you, boy.
He takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. Yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Coleman now. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Watch tight end.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And not much on the reach. To the 9-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things up. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. It's a big play there for the Browns. 45 yards.
At the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
From the gun, midfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Mayfield. Going deep here for Landry. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the Browns touchdown.
That's what I'm talking about.
Jarvis Landry, 41 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Cyber up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2nd catch in this AFC title game, but he's got a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Raven 1st down.
AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to play.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Out, out, out. Check, check. Fresno.
On 1st twisting tail. It's Jackson. He's going to let this go for the end. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Brady we haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if you're starting through 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Second and 9 at the 21-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And again this time to the tailback. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know how to take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Ravens going to use the second as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on the punt. Taken in at the 22. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Jackson. Looking here for Smith downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Watch the safety crease.
Play action. Now Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. This time is not right this first half of action. So we're halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. One more half to decide who takes the Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Just going to want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Hey, let's get this. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check 50. Check 50. Hey, alert.
Throwing on first down, it's Johnson. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And they score. Touchdown, Browns. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On second down, it's Moss. And nowhere for him to go again. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Waiting for the guy, Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Mike Wilson. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game to 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 15-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll get it in the hands of their receiver, Landry. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
Loss brings up 3rd down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Let's go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? You might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Bottom line, tremendous starting field position. Really squandered going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is the offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Let's get moving, guys.
And now here's another interception. Picked up near the 44. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. With that interception, That's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
Good. 180. Mark 49. Point it right. Point it right. Point it right. Come on, boy.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
I got you, son.
They run the counter. Jefferson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Austin Seibert.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. It's not too often you see a holder putting that football down right on the midfield stripe. 60 yards, Charles, but a little bit too much to bite off there.
Yeah, it's good to show confidence in your kicker. That might have been just a little bit too much. I'll guarantee you, as you just noted, putting it down on the midfield stripe, the holder's thinking to himself, that's a long way. Probably not as confident as well.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
Let's go.
And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taking it all the way down to the 8. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Here's Jackson to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. From 8 yards out. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to feel like you're playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, 33. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson. And now running right through it. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
3rd quarter, you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
180. Tackles.
On 3rd down, Jefferson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is set away. A spin. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tech.
And got his man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 85 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Connor going to try and run it. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. They started at the 2 and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team wants to push it, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
That is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they're going to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Man,
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens come into that lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that will get them one closer. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about trying to keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
180.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now again, right side. Jefferson. Well, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 47-yard line.
180. All day, baby, all day. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
On second and 12, Mayfield is going to go for a big play. It's caught inside the 25. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. From the shotgun. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And it's second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
From the 21, it's second and 10.
We go.
To throw, Mayfield. This is the tight end, the Joker. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Another nice pickup through the air. I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're looking to throw the football. Swings, slants, pickups, things they consider safe.
He finds Beckham complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the wall. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
Don't let him breathe. Hey, orbit. Don't let him breathe, defense. Get it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. They've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they're really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. They go play action now. Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And his guys will set up shot at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Cleveland first down, 11-yard pickup. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
I'm coming after you.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. He's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 27 yards there, first down. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there in the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. What they're throwing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 more yards there and another first down. So Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again because it took a lot of work just to get to this point.